Hi everyone. So as the title would suggest, sorry, this is a video, an update video for the Gura earphones. I received a message about a week ago, um, asking about the earphones, which has been over a year now. So I thought it would be nice to have an update now. But before that, I wanted to make this video last week, but I was having issues with changing my phone contract. I'm not sure if everyone would face this issue in their home countries, but in Japan, if you are switching contracts, especially for like mobile phones, it's very tedious. So if any of you are planning to come to Japan in future, and I mean for work, because if you are temporary, in order to get a phone, basically you need to have a bank account here. So yeah, if you're a tourist, I don't think they will even entertain you. But okay, so if you want, and the weird thing is, if you want to get a bank, you need to have a phone account, and if you a phone number here, and if you want to get a phone number, you need to have a bank account here. So it's actually it's some kind of cyclic contradiction. So it's really very weird in Japan. And okay, back to the thing about changing contracts. So the best would be you do your research first before coming over here and applying for an account, because when you open an account here, it's very smooth, like they will guide you every step of the way. But if you are going to change to another carrier, they just make you jump through a lot of hoops to cancel their account, which they will definitely slap you with some cancelling fee. And and when you switch to the other account, if you want their help, you need to pay a fee. So it just they're just taking money left, right, center, everywhere. So it's best that you just find one account and stick with it for life. If any of you are coming to Japan in future, because I spent 3 hours and I didn't even get my issue resolved. I had to come home and had calls for like 2 hours. I spent 3 hours in the shop. Then I came back and spent another 2 hours. So 5 hours of my life was wasted on the stupid contract. Yeah, I really want to swear at this, but let's just keep it more friendly before I lose my sanity again. So yeah, but it just doesn't. I'm not sure if it's only for phone contracts, because most of the stuff here you need to have a contract, and they are very rigid. Yeah, because Japan, right? Okay, so that's my personal issue, and yeah, because that's why I try to limit the amount of interactions I have with people. So if it's best that it's just a one time, like I just pay money once and just screw off forever. That would be the best. Okay, so yeah, before I continue to dive on, so okay, so as for these two files, basically currently 7-Eleven is having um a collaboration, because usually is Family Mart and Lawson, but this time round it was 7-Eleven. So I'm just placing them here to show that I'm actually buying buying stuff. Okay, anyways, so back to Gura's update. I don't want to make this too long a video, because I've already spent the first 3 minutes ranting about how Japan services are ridiculous. Also, so yeah, if any of your countries also do the same, then yeah, maybe you can comment or something. I'm not sure about other countries, whether they have these all these. They probably have, but it wouldn't be as bad as Japan, actually, I think. And okay, so back to Gura. So it's been over. I try and check my emails and video stamp, but I cannot really find the exact date. But I will assume at least 1.5 years that since I've gotten my um ear the earphones. So I've had some information given to me from one of the commentators. So this model CHE635 is apparently a somewhat better model compared to the usual generic earphones that's made by this Chiro headphones. I honestly I still don't know what's the difference between the number of hertz. I think it's basically I don't think you can expect anything very high end like from Sennheiser or maybe even Sony. I think those will be the real stuff, the 48,000 um kilohertz or what or something along those lines. Okay, so yeah, my hand is freaking sweaty now, so you can see all the all the sweat marks. Sorry, but not sorry. Anyways, I'm not sure if it was actually called. Let's try again. So the domo same desu still works. Let me try and pair it with my other phone. Yep, so it connects. It definitely connects properly because I was still using it just this afternoon. And if you disconnect, you disconnect. So basically the normal functions are still working. There's no issues. But I do have some issues with the earphones with the earphone right now. What's that? Because I forgot to write like the pointers of what I wanted to say today, so I need to think before I speak. Alright, basically right now, at the start there wasn't much of an issue, but if you wear these earphones and walk around like in public areas where there's a lot of pedestrians, I guess it the other Bluetooth signals will interfere with your own. So at first it doesn't really affect me, but recently when I go to places with high traffic, like it will just sometimes the songs will just be cut, or you just hear static for like maybe a split second or two. It's not that bad, but if it's at the climax of your song, it'll be terrible, wouldn't it? Like for those who are like sound freaks, or you love a certain song, if someone interrupts you, you would be very pissed off. So I'm not sure if this gets like if you folks will understand, but yeah, it just sucks where you suddenly have this interruption. And another issue is that once there'll be some like some kind of slapping sound, like something like this. I'm not sure if the mic actually caught it, but it's like some dead slap sound, dead flat slapping sound. It's like you hear this pak sound, but it's not like flash against flash. It's like some dead slapping sound thingy, which I cannot explain because I lack the vocabulary for that. So these are my two main issues. But even at the start, there was this Bluetooth interference issue, but recently it's gotten much worse. I think maybe the Bluetooth software hasn't been updated, or if there's such a thing. I think that there is, right? Like the Bluetooth, it doesn't really say anything. But yeah. Oh, and another thing is that I'm wondering what would the Pekora voice spec be like. Maybe it's like Compeko or something. But apparently it's still being sold, so I could actually still buy it if the Gura earphones actually die. But given the quality, I might just want to get normal wireless earphones. But as a Hololive fan, as a Oshi, I think it's still worth buying, even if you are what you are looking for is quality, like really good earphones with standard prices and good qualities. I would still recommend getting these earphones if you happen to have a character that you actually like and it's still on sale. Of course, if it's on eBay or some auction site and someone is selling for some ridiculous price. Currently it retails for about 11 to 12,000 yen, which is definitely about 100 US dollars. So if you see something like $300, yeah, just don't waste your money on it, and just get some normal earphones. But if you see it for like maybe the actual standard price of maybe 100 to 150 US dollars, you can consider it. But just be aware that the sound quality would drop after a year, and you have some slight issues, but I'm not sure if they fix it in the later models, because this is the very first batch, the first edition, kind of first edition. So they might have fixed some of the issues when they released the second batch, which was I think earlier this year or end of last year. Okay, so yeah, I wanted to make this just a quick update video. So hopefully I didn't forget anything. Yeah, for those who are still considering getting it, well, it still works after more than a year, so just that the quality is slightly not as good, but it's still acceptable. Alright, so yep, that's it. Thanks for watching.